Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Alexia Umansky celebrates upcoming wedding with her sisters, Kyle and Kathy. That RHOBH daughter is one step closer to her September wedding with her fiancé, Jake Zingerman, after this latest milestone. There's just 2 months left until Alexia Umansky's wedding, and she is now one step closer to walking down the aisle with her fiancé, Jake Zingerman. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills daughter has been open about her wedding planning journey and just celebrated a huge milestone in the process, as she noted that she recently had a wedding dress day. Best of all, she did it alongside all of her sisters, her mom, Kyle Richards, and her aunt, Kathy Hilton. Alexia recently took to her Instagram story where she posted a photo of herself wearing a white dress printed with cherries on it. Alexia was joined by her sisters, Farah Al-Jafri, Sophia Umansky, and Portia Umansky, as well as her mom and her aunt, who gave their best model face for the camera as they posed for a mirror pic at the West Hollywood bridal salon, Loho Bride. A wedding dress day, Alexia wrote in the caption of the post, along with a white heart emoji. Alexia is getting married in September in Aspen, Colorado. Kyle opened about this during an Amazon live stream in January. "We have a date. It's September 6th, she said. I asked Alexia if I could say that, she continued. I said, am I allowed if anyone asks me? No one asked me, but I just offered it, she said with a laugh. During the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show, Kyle opened up about the kind of bride that Alexia has been during the wedding planning process. Alexia is very hands-on, she knows what she wants, she said. She is planning like crazy, and I'm just saying, okay, yes. Love it. Perfect. She's like, what do you think about this wedding planner? I'm like, love it, great done. She's like, what do you think about this date? Great done. So she has a very clear vision of what she wants, and basically we just have to pay for it. Alexia celebrated her upcoming wedding with a mini bachelorette trip with her family members as they all headed to Cabo. Alexia's sisters, mom, aunt, cousins, and some of their friends joined her on a beachside getaway, where they dined, drank, and danced their nights away. All of the trip attendees took to their Instagram stories at one point, where they posted photos of their outfits, their outings with Alexia, and the time that they spent hanging out in the sun. Loving this family bachelorette, Kyle wrote in the caption of one Instagram post. Learn all about Alexia and Jake's relationship, from their super cute beginnings to their epic engagement party. There was magic in the Malibu air. Sunlight shimmered off the Pacific Ocean, and the salty breeze seemed to carry laughter, secrets, and a hint of champagne. At the heart of it all was Alexia Umansky, radiant, beaming, and blissfully in love, as she celebrated her upcoming wedding surrounded by the two women who had shaped her most, her mother, Kyle Richards, and her aunt, Kathy Hilton. The afternoon garden party at the Umansky family estate looked like a scene pulled from a modern-day fairy tale. Strings of white roses hung from ancient oak trees, crystal chandeliers swayed gently in the wind, and the smell of gardenias lingered in the air. But what truly lit up the day was the joyful reunion of the Richards sisters, Kyle and Kathy, putting past tensions behind them to rally around Alexia. It's like a dream. Alexia whispered to her older sister Farah, who had taken charge of the afternoon's festivities. I never imagined the whole family would be in one place like this. Farah smiled knowingly. Weddings have a way of making people remember what's important. It was a sentiment Kyle Richards couldn't deny. Dressed in a flowing blushed pink gown and wiping a tear from her eye every 5 minutes, she looked every bit the proud mother of the bride-to-be. It hadn't been an easy couple of years, between her split from Mauricio Umansky and her very public ups and downs with Kathy, but today was different. Today was about love, and Alexia glowed. The 28-year-old real estate star, known for her sharp mind and softer heart, floated between guests in a custom Zimmermann dress, her honey-colored hair cascading in soft waves. Her fiancé, Daniel Romero, was absent, honoring the tradition of letting the bride have her moment with the women who raised and rooted for her. Kathy Hilton, in true Hilton fashion, made her entrance a few minutes fashionably late, wearing oversized Channel sunglasses, a floor-length cream caftan, and holding a tiny Pomeranian named Cupcake. But when she spotted Alexia, the diva facade dropped. My Lexi, she cried, pulling her niece into a heartfelt hug. "You're going to be the most beautiful bride since, well, me." Laughter erupted as Kyle joined them, and for the first time in a long time, the three women stood arm in arm without tension lingering between them. "Thank you for being here," Kyle said softly to Kathy. "It means more than you know." Kathy gave a half wink. "For Lexi? Always. Besides, I couldn't miss a good champagne brunch." The reunion was a small miracle in itself. After years of tabloid-fueled feuds, cryptic Instagram posts, and tense Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion episodes, many had thought the Richards sisters' bond beyond repair. But Alexia's wedding had acted as a bridge, one built on nostalgia, shared memories, and the undeniable pull of family. As guests toasted under a canopy of twinkle lights, stories from the past poured out like mimosas. Kathy regaled everyone with tales of Kyle and her teen misadventures in Beverly Hills. Kyle countered with stories about Kathy's over-the-top Halloween parties, and Alexia listened, laughed, and felt profoundly lucky. Later, the family gathered around a rose-draped pergola for an impromptu speech. Farah, poised and tearful, tapped her glass. "There are a lot of reasons we're here today. Obviously, to celebrate Alexia, who's about to start the most exciting chapter of her life. But also, this day is about healing, about choosing joy over pride, and about the women in this family who, despite everything, always find their way back to each other." Applause followed, but it was the group hug between Kyle, Kathy, and Alexia that sent camera shutters clicking. No Bravo episode could have captured the authenticity of the moment. Later that evening, as the sun dipped into the sea, the celebration turned more intimate. A candlelit dinner for close family unfolded under the stars. Alexia sat between Kyle and Kathy, both of whom alternated between giving her wedding advice and playfully bickering about who had the better taste in floral arrangements. "Just don't let your mother convince you to have a buffet," Kathy teased. "And don't let your Aunt Kathy convince you to hire a 5-piece string quartet and a DJ and a harpist," Kyle shot back. "I'm just saying, a harpist at cocktail hour is elegant," Kathy argued, sipping her cucumber martini. Alexia couldn't stop laughing. "You two should plan the whole thing together. It would either be the most incredible wedding of the century, or complete chaos. But memorable," Kyle added, raising her glass, "and that's what counts." Later still, as the night waned and the last guests trickled away, Alexia sat alone for a moment under a fairy-lit tree. Her mother joined her, followed quietly by Kathy. "I'm so proud of you," Kyle whispered. "Not just because you're getting married, but because you brought us back together."